Some breaking news this week as far as the camp. You will be training primarily at Roufusport in Milwaukee under Duke Roufus and alongside our lightweight champion Anthony Pettis, yes?
Yeah, you know, I talked to Duke a couple days before Christmas, and it's been very hectic, obviously, with the holidays, trying to nail down everybody and talk to everybody. Everybody's going in different directions, myself included, but I was able to talk to him, and I've known Duke for a while, so I think that the familiarity was an easy in, and we just discussed a couple of things, you know, and I realized that me going anywhere and training with anybody, there's pluses and minuses, and same with me, walking into a camp that's established, and that's a very established camp, dare I say, probably one of the elite. They have the heavyweight champion, the lightweight champion, and you know probably one of the best wrestlers in MMA, and Ben Askren. I know he's not the most popular guy around the UFC brass, but he's a hell of a wrestler. So I didn't want to sacrifice quality for just them being close. I certainly wouldn't be doing that if I wind up going there full time. So it looks like that's going to be the place.
And I know you had a lot of fighters publicly campaigning for your services. UFC welterweight champion Robbie Lawler trying to get you down to South Florida at one point, I believe. Yeah,
that was very flattering. You know, it was super nice, and a lot of guys I don't know reached out and were very sincere in wanting to help me, which is super appreciative. This is an exciting thing for me. I think it can be exciting for everybody. What kind of attracted me to Duke was me actually telling him, hey, look, pretend I know nothing, because on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being, you know, Chris Weidman, I'm way closer to a 0 than I am a 10. So like, I would rather be completely moldable and have you. And I think that's almost kind of a coach's wet dream, is to have somebody who doesn't have the bad habits and is willing to admit whatever bad habits he does have and kind of leave them at the door and go in and just start fresh.
What music are you planning on walking out with? And please, for the love of God, will you come to the UFC Fight Club party over at Twin Peaks?
First of all, I have no idea what that had to do with drinking, either of those questions. I haven't decided, and it's probably the furthest thing from my mind to decide on at the moment what music I'd walk out to. Obviously, I came out here to Living Color, which is awesome. Yeah, but as far as my first fight, I don't know. I just got to kind of wait and see where the fight's going to be. I think that had a lot of bearing on my decision, and we have to wait and see once we do it. I want to keep everybody in suspense on a few things. And no, I'm not coming to your party. I don't try. I beat it.
I tried, guys.
Couldn't make it today, so I was wondering if you could give him a shout out. His name is Chris Imans.
Chris what?
Imans.
Imans? Spell it.
I-M-A-N-S-E.
Chris Imans. Imans?
Imans.
Imans.
There you go.
Well, tell Chris I said hi.
All right, then.
Since you decided to join Roufusport, Ben Askren's there, and he was one of the more vocal detractors about you being signed while he's not signed and he thinks he's the best welterweight in the world. When you went to Roufusport, how did that go over? Did you guys hash that out, or?
No, I still gotta talk to Ben, and that's one of the things me and Duke talked about. You know, Ben, I think gets the aspect of the fight game that you know he wears that black hat and he does it well. I don't think he has a personal problem with me, nor do I have with him. I completely understand his point of view.
Absolutely.
You know, I am not an Olympic wrestler. He is. So yeah, why wouldn't he?
Of course.
Kind of question that. So yeah, I completely understand that. I'll talk to Ben on Monday, and